Hi guys, thank you for joining me again for another How to Draw Stuff with me, Calvin Innes. Okay, today we're going to work on a little bit of character development. So I'm on the drawing tablet here. You can see I've got kind of five basic heads laid out in front of me. So I can use these as a template for kind of developing this character. Now a lot of the time when I'm asked to develop characters is for projects like games and toys and books and that kind of stuff, and it comes with a brief. There's the kind of character that I need to develop. In this case, we're going to be working on a pirate. So we want them to be kind of sort of scruffy, a little bit kind of battle worn, kind of scary looking, but these aren't a full-on bad guy. They're going to be unfriendly but not nasty, if that makes sense. So we've got these five heads laid out, and we're going to practice a few different character sketches. So this sheet, if you guys want to try your own character developments as well, you can download this template from my website. The link's below the video, so check that out. As ever, I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So we're just gonna get started with a few ideas on this. Start sort of sketching in a bit of a nose up there. We want this guy to look pretty mean, but not too much. Let's just get those eyes in first of all. Now, one of the things about this pirate, I think we're probably going to go for kind of some form of either beard or mustache. So let's just sketch that in first of all. And the nice thing about having kind of these heads all laid out next to each other is you want to pick and choose bits and pieces that you like. You sort of, it is about developing a character, not just sketching different characters, but developing them. So finding the bits that you like, finding the bits that you don't like, keeping the bits that you do, and getting rid of the bits that you don't for the next sketch. Again, we're just using these guidelines just to build up our character there a bit. So I want him to look a little bit more kind of battle worn than this. Let's get a bit of a scar in there on the eye. That's looking kind of cool. On these ears, so go for some big kind of hooped earrings. I'm not so sure about the hair on this one yet, so I think let's go for a bit of a kind of a bandana, sort of tied back there. Let's just get that knot at the back. A little bit high there actually, so let's just bring that in. Okay, at this stage we're just sort of scribbling in a few ideas. That guy's kind of cool. So get me a bit of a top on there. Okay, we're not putting a ton of detail in at this point. This is all about kind of experimenting with different features and figuring out what direction we want to take this character in. That's not so bad. I don't mind that to begin with. But this guy, I'm gonna attempt to do something. Let's make a little bit more of a feature of the nose. So let's get a big old kind of gnarly nose in there. Maybe a few little warts and stuff, make him a little bit more haggard. Yeah, I'm kind of quite liking the scowling face, sort of looking off to the side. That works kind of quite nicely. I'm kind of quite liking that scar in there, but leave it off just for now. We might come back and add that in just a second. I'm thinking maybe we go for a little bit more of a full beard on this one. So it's going to end up blocking out most of this neck sort of area. And you can't really see the mouth in there. The shadow from the moustache tends to cover most of that up. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. Get a few more little kind of folds and creases and stuff on there. I want to age this guy up a little bit, so he's like a little bit more rough. So it's kind of a hard life as a pirate. There we go. I'm not a huge fan of the bandana we had on there. Let's make this guy actually bald, but let's bring a little bit of a really receding hairline in there, so it's still got plenty going on back there. Got a bit of party at the back going on. I think I'm quite liking the earring in there as well, so let's just pop that back in. Here we go, but we want a nice kind of bald head up there. Let's just mess up a few of those hairs. Okay, for the top, let's make that slightly different. Let's have the ties across there. Yeah, I'm quite liking the full beard. That works kind of quite nicely. So yeah, that's not a bad little face for this next one. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's right. So I'm going to try something kind of quite different with this one. So let's first off we'll get in with a nice strong nose. See this. I am liking the scowl, but let's just bring the eyebrow up just a touch, just add a little bit more to the expression. I mean, let's try something a bit different with the moustache this time. So let's go for a little fancy kind of handlebar moustache there. Maybe a little bit more of a goatee rather than a full beard. Just see how that looks. Not sure that's so much like a pirate as it is Zorro or something. So I think if our character was a little bit younger, a bit more sort of dashing, that might work pretty well, but I don't think it's quite right for what we're going for here. But we'll finish them off anyway. Now we do want to kind of edge him up a little bit, so let's just get this ponytail back here, because this character's not dead yet. There's still kind of time there. Let's just add in a few sort of bits and pieces to the face just to busy that up. A few extra bits of detail. We want to age it a little bit. Want to get in a little bit more character. So let's get a few little scars in there. Darken off the eye just a touch. And that's It's not too bad, not too bad. Well, I am preferring this guy up here. I think it's a bit more along the sort of style that we're looking for. But let's just experiment with him a little bit more now. So I'm liking the big nose. I think the big nose kind of works really well. So we'll stick with that. Let's get that eye in there again. Again, that's working kind of quite nicely. But this time, let's go for that big scar on the eyebrow. Let's go for a little bit more kind of messed up around there. And we will get those eyebrows back in. I think the big beard, the big moustache, so it works really nicely on this. So we're going to keep that again. Could even go sort of slightly bigger with this one as well. Just want that shadow underneath the moustache, kind of around the mouth area. Well, this one we had him kind of bold, so let's see what he looks like with kind of a bit more sort of windswept. Just getting kind of really sort of haggard hair in there. See, I'm quite liking this now. I am. So let's just get his shoulders in there. There we go. And a little bit more detail on that hair, but this guy here is yeah, I'm liking this quite a lot. So when you do sort of land on a character that you like, you can just sort of keep developing it, keep adding extra pieces. I think a few of these little kind of scarred bits on his face. So you want a little bit more sort of windswept around there. But he's working pretty well. He's kind of towards what we want. We'll do one more just to sort of check it out, because I might do a combination of sticking this bandana on and keeping the sort of windswept hair and big beard and all that jazz. So let's just get his eye in under there again. This one, we're liking that scar. I think that works nicely. So here we go. We'll just kind of put that in on the side. Just get a really kind of nasty looking scar up there. Maybe a few little burn marks and bits around it as well. This guy's obviously been through the wars. Really liking the big moustache, so we'll keep this in again. And the big straggly beard. In fact, this time around, let's go even bigger with this. So it really sort of takes over most of the face, and this, you can see this is covering up all of the neck area, most of the shoulders. But they are still there. So anytime you're drawing guidelines, it is just important to kind of have those in there, so you can get your proportions right. So even though you can't see the neck and the shoulders there, they do still exist. There we go. Let's get a few of those sort of windswept bits in. But then we're going to add in over here this sort of bandana as well. Going back down the back. And it's my little girl singing in the background. Okay, let's get a few more of these bits in. So I don't like the skull there. It's a little bit cheesy. So we'll lose that, but we're going to keep in some of this sort of windswept. Nice. A few extra little bits in there. You can see this is still a rough sort of character. Still sort of a bit of fine tuning to be done, but we're kind of there. This is the sort of character I was hoping to create. So from where we started off with this guy, who was clearly too young, a little bit too not quite enough sort of character there. We liked the beard, we developed it, we threw this guy out. Really didn't work. But as we become more sort of dishevelled and sort of shaggy, it starts to fit with what we were aiming for. And that's exactly what these character development sheets are for. They're for you to work on your characters, adding in details, choosing which bits you want to keep, which bits you want to get rid of, to come up with your final character. So like I say, this template will be available to download from my website. The link is below, so check out the description below the video. Have fun developing your characters. It doesn't just have to be a pirate character like this. You can use this template for absolutely anything. I'd love to see what you guys come up with, what you use the template sheet for. So yeah, enjoy developing your characters. Thank you again for joining me. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you all again soon.